Fire Marshal, a cut of $351,161. The Institute of Forensic Sciences, a cut of $2,337,458.
They provide autopsies, correct?
Autopsies and the forensic lab for criminal investigations.
And what's the cut again?
$2,337,458.
We have heard, and I'm going to ask Director to come on the line. I know he's mentioned already how his staff is leaving because of low pay. I know that the director has mentioned his staff is already leaving because of low pay. So if you'll just make sure we can hear from the director of the Institute of Forensic Sciences as well as to what this $3 million cut will mean to the ability for the county to provide basic services such as autopsies. Go ahead, Mr. Ramos.
Harris County Pollution Control, a cut of $102,217. Public Health Services, a cut of $10,000.
Pollution Control, they helped respond to the ITC fire, did they not?
Correct.
And whenever there's spills, they're the ones that do the air monitoring in the community.
Correct.
Okay.
Veteran Services, a cut of $326,871.
Was that Veteran Services? Did we not just have 9/11 anniversary?
Correct.
And we're cutting Veteran Services by how much?
$326,871.
Thank you. And we'll hear from our Veteran Services Department Director as well.
And we have a couple of them here, or maybe even more.
The County Library, a cut of $1,446,093. Office of Domestic Relations, a cut of $254,351. Community Services Department, a cut of $3,038,911.
Community Services Department, they're the ones in charge of Harvey recovery programs. We'll hear also from the department director, but community service in some sense is a misnomer. They're in charge of crucial grants for the county, including Harvey recovery programs. Go ahead.
Universal Services, a cut of $6,529,000.
Universal Services maintains, this is a courtroom. Universal Services maintain the technological infrastructure for the county.
As well
Our
as
ability
fleet.
to, excuse me?
As well as fleet.
They maintain the fleet for the county. That means emergency response vehicles and more. If there's a situation, a challenge again with flooding, Universal Services plays a key role. We're going to be facing how much of a cut?
$6,529,989.
$6.5 million in cuts to our fleet and our internet infrastructure, including work they were doing on the expansion of broadband. Continue.
For the software licensing component of Universal Service, it's a cut of $1,190,957. Constable Precinct 1, a cut of $855,111.
They're defunding the constables then. A reduction of how much? Excuse me, this is a courtroom. Only the person with the microphone will speak. This is a serious matter.
This is compared to what we had proposed as the fiscal 23 budget.
Thank you. Continue.
Constable Precinct 2, $386,379. Constable Precinct 3, $1,008,793. Constable Precinct 5, $2,884,205. Constable Precinct 5, $1,801,446. Constable Precinct 6, a cut of $309,175. Constable Precinct 7, a cut of $418,616. Constable Precinct 8, a cut of $416,362. Justice of the Peace 1, cut of $35,019. Justice of the Peace 2, a cut of $37,324. Justice of the Peace 2-1, a cut of $23,477. Justice of the Peace 2-2, a cut of $16,225. Justice of the Peace 3-1, a cut of $28,804. Justice of the Peace 3-2, a cut of $18,784. Justice of the Peace 4-1, $47,893. Justice of the Peace 4-2, 26,118. Justice of the Peace 5, 36,497. Justice of the Peace 5-2, 47,594. Justice of the Peace 6-1, a cut of 11,762. Justice of the Peace 6-2, 7,036. Justice of the Peace 7-1, 13,886. Justice of the Peace 7-2, a cut of 14,915. Justice of the Peace 8-1, a cut of 18,582. Justice of the Peace 8-2, a cut of 9,880. The county attorney, a cut of 6 million.
To be clear, Director Ramos, justices of the peace, traffic tickets, evictions, what other kind of work do they do?
Those are the two primary.
And you mentioned
multi-million
multi-million-dollar cuts for each of it, for the constables, some under $1 million, some well above $1 million.
Correct.
So each of the constables would receive a cut.
Correct.
Thank you.
The county attorney, a cut of 6,688,223. The county clerk, a cut of 411,576. Elections operations, a cut of 1,632,000. The county treasurer, a cut of 15,769. The elections administration, a cut of 1,086,814. The tax assessor collector, a cut of 2,387,359. Sheriff patrol and administration, a cut of 16,682,640.
Repeat that number for me, please. I think it's important that everybody hear. How much would the sheriff's budget be cut by in the middle of a crime wave and overrun jail and other issues?
The sheriff patrol and administration portion, so they have three services under them, is 16,682,640. The sheriff detention, which is the jail, is a cut of 23,681,417. The sheriff medical is which is a contract with Harris Health, is a cut of 3,635,348. The district attorney is a cut of 5,389,885.
So the district attorney will receive a cut of how much?
5,389,885 compared to the proposed budget.
If they fill these chairs at any point today, that would be restored. 5 million for the district attorney, 16 million for the sheriff. Violent crime is beginning to come down. It's continued down at least 6%. It's continued to come down even more. I'm worried about what this will do for that trajectory. We're not in a public hearing in a speaker's time right now. That will come after we hear from these folks. Go ahead.
The district clerk, a cut of 1,871,576. The public defender is a cut of $1,693,068. Community supervision, a cut of 78,701. Pretrial services, a cut of 666,564. The county purchasing agent, a cut of 679,547. The district courts, a cut of 1,293,136. The Texas A&M AgriLife department is a cut of 93,677. Juvenile probation, a cut of 1,073,175. The sheriff's civil service would be cut by 2,612. Harris County Resources for Children and Adult, a cut of 591,493. The Children Assessment Center, a cut of 572,853.
Do these folks not provide care to children who've been sexually abused or assaulted?
That's correct.
Thank you.
County courts, a cut of $871,093. The Office of Managed Assigned Counsel, a cut of $759,278. Probate court number 1, a cut of $18,692. Probate court number 2, a cut of $17,693. Probate court number 3, a cut of $31,239. And probate court number 4, a cut of 56,781.
Thank you for that update. We'll now move on to hear, yes.
You made reference to an additional 40 million earlier.
Oh, and
Turn on your microphone, Commissioner.
You made reference to another 40 million earlier. Is that included in these numbers or not?
that is not. This would be the baseline. We would be scaling back for certain departments.
So 40 million below.
At least.
Which is at least. Okay.
So this is not including an additional 40 million in cuts?
Correct.
Okay.
And then one last one, Harris County flood control would go from 137.1 down to 114 million.
Which is?
Cut of 23.1 million.
For the flood control district.
Correct.
Now, explain to me why there's an additional 40 million that you did not list, just for the public to understand.
Just to keep it simple, that we have minimum staffing for the jail, as well as requirements to provide care for those in jail. The two cuts combined between the jail and the contract with Harris Health is 26 million combined. We would need to identify that funding somewhere.
Right, because we have to meet certain statutory requirements.
Correct.
And so out of all of these departments that you listed, which provide services from food inspection to services for children victims of sexual abuse to flood control to all of autopsies, we're going to have to cut an additional 40 million.
Correct.